As you're going over their accounts, your goal is to sell the dream of what that product can do, the need for it, the difference it will make. So that way the emergency contact and or beneficiary will want to also become your client as well. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Leaders Only podcast, where we talk about business, leadership, mindset, and just pretty much anything revolved around building an incredible life. And today I want to talk about something that can completely transform your career if you master it and if you get good at it. And that is the art of gathering referrals, beneficiaries, and emergency contacts. 60% of your clients should come from already existing clients. So if you do a great job with your current clientele, that will lead to more clientele and more clientele and more clientele. So you can get to a point where you are not day in and day out trying to find more clients, find new clients, because they're always right there in front of you because of a job well done. And so what I want to do is I want to go over 3 tips with you today that's going to lead to you gathering more clientele and more referrals. And so let's dive in. First tip that I want to give you is provide incredible customer service. Whenever you get good customer service, what do? You end up recruiting to whatever was great for you. Let me give you an example. If you go to a great restaurant, even if the food is kind of subpar, if the service is great, it makes the entire dining experience that much better. Every single time you've gone somewhere and you've been impressed, what did? You recruited to it. When you saw a good movie, what did you do? You recruited to it. When you ate at a good restaurant, what did? You recruited to it. So if people get good service from you and you do an incredible job as a financial professional and life insurance agent, well, then guess what happens? People recruit to you and they tell everyone they know about you because you went above and beyond. So when people call you, pick up the phone. If people text you, respond right away. Be the person that provides impeccable quality service, and I promise you it's going to lead to referrals. Second point, send them a goodie to their work. Send them edible arrangements, cookies, flowers, whatever it might be, and make sure you send it to their work, and definitely don't send it to their home where nobody can see it. And let me explain why. Number one, it makes them feel important. When was the last time do you think somebody got a gift sent to them at work? It never happens, right? And then number two, if I send you edible arrangements to your desk at work, what do you think is going to happen? All of your coworkers are going to surround you and say, hey, who sent you those edible arrangements? Who sent you those goodies? Can I have one? And all of a sudden, it's going to lead to a conversation about you as their life insurance agent, as their financial professional. So when they tell all their coworkers, my financial professional sent this to me, guess what happens? That leads to conversations about you. That leads to referrals that get sent to you. And last but not least, point number 3, we need to become incredible at gathering beneficiaries, contingents, and emergency contacts. So what I want to do is I want to give you some scripting that has helped me throughout my career gather more and more clients. So I'm not in a position where I'm always constantly looking for clients. So let's dive into the script. Let's say you're sitting down with a family and you set up a policy for them. You're going to say, Mr. and Mrs. Client, currently as we speak, there's over $10 billion in unclaimed life insurance sitting with insurance companies, not because they wouldn't pay it out, but because the loved ones of the deceased had no idea that this coverage is in place. And so one of the responsibilities that we have as a firm is to make sure that this $1 million life insurance asset that we're setting up for you and your family today actually ends up in the hands of your children. In order to do this, we require 3 to 5 emergency contacts with every application. So that way these people can know to call us if God forbid something were to happen to you. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to gather those 3 to 5, emergency contacts right then and there. I'm going to say, Mr. and Mrs. Client, obviously we're not going to discuss any of your personal information with them. But when I reach out to them, do you want me to just go over the name of the company and the policy number? Or do you want me to explain how the entire account works? Regardless of their answer, it's just the setup for the fact that you're going to go over life insurance with them. You're going to go over the financial products with them, which just sets the tone so it doesn't look like they weren't aware of it. Very, very important. Every once in a while, there's a couple of objections that you might get. Every once in a while, someone will say, well, why do I need to put an emergency contact when I put my spouse as the beneficiary? And I'll say, Mr. and Mrs. Client, I love the fact that you put your spouse as a beneficiary, but can we both agree that you guys are probably together often? Yeah. So what if, God forbid, something were to happen to you both at the exact same time? Who would know to contact us? This is one of the reasons that we require these emergency contacts. So if something were to ever happen to the both of you, somebody knows to contact myself to make sure that this $1 million asset, life insurance asset, ends up in the hands of your children. Every once in a while, you might get the objection that, oh, I put my children down as a beneficiary. Why do I need to put emergency contacts? And I'll say, Mr. and Mrs. Client, if God forbid something did happen to you, you guys are obviously the most important people in your children's life, correct? And you think at the ripe old age of 9 and 12, your children are going to be in an emotional state to know to contact me on behalf of your life insurance policy? Of course not. This is one of the reasons that we require 3 to 5 emergency contacts. So if something were to happen to you, these contacts can contact us so I can make sure that this life insurance asset actually ends up in the hands of your children. And guys, these scripts work incredibly well. And I just want you to put yourself in the client's shoes really quick. This isn't weird. If you were on the receiving side of it and your financial professional or your life insurance agent said, hey, listen, we require these emergency contacts. So if something happens to your beneficiaries or if something happens to you, everyone knows to contact us. I don't think there's a single part of you that would feel weird about it. I actually think that you would feel even more confident because now you know there's multiple people that can contact you if God forbid something were to happen. So now we gather these beneficiaries, we gather these emergency contacts, I should say. And now what's important is that the client set you up for success. And so one of the things that you want the client to do is you want the client to send a text to the emergency contacts so that way they know that you're going to be reaching out. A group text is always preferred, but every once in a while you'll get a client that's a little bit uncomfortable with that. And if that's the case, just have them send a regular text. And this is the text that I would use, okay? Hey, friends and family, how are you? I just wanted to let you know that I listed you as an emergency contact on a life insurance asset that I got set up for myself. They require emergency contacts, so if something happens to me, there are people that are aware that this account is in place. My financial professional will be reaching out to you sometime in the next day or so to explain to you what to do if God forbid something were to happen to me. Their name is Matthew Welsh, and here's their number, X, Y, and Z, so you know it's not spam. Thank you so much, and be on the lookout for a phone call. Boom. So now you're going to have the client send this text message to the emergency contacts. One of the best things that you can do is have the text message written in your phone already. You copy, you paste it, and you have them send that message right then and there while they're on the call with you. So now that the client has sent the text, now it's about you contacting the emergency contacts that you just gathered. Now the question is what script do you use when you call them? And that's what I want to go over with you next. So when you call them, it's very simple. It's, hello, Jason. Hi, Jason. My name is Matthew Welsh, and your great friend Rebecca listed you as an emergency contact on their life insurance asset that they just opened up. Did they mention to you that I was going to be reaching out? Okay, excellent. Well, this is obviously a really big deal that they would be willing to trust you with this level of responsibility and this amount of money. You know, I wanted to see what time this week we could do a quick 20-minute Zoom where I can share with you what your brother, your mom, your friend, your sister, or whatever it might be, has set up. So if something ever did happen to them, you know what to do and who to contact. So what day works better for you, tomorrow or the next day? You're going to then book a Zoom appointment, book a one-on-one with them, a phone call, whatever it might be. You are going to go over their account. As you're going over their account, your goal is to sell the dream of what that product can do, the need for it, the difference it will make. So that way the emergency contact and or beneficiary will want to also become your client as well. And at that point, you can either help them on the spot or you can set up a follow-up appointment where you actually implement a plan. But guys, if you can do these 3 things, if you can provide incredible customer service, if you could send them a goodie to their work where everybody can see it, and if you get really, really good at gathering emergency contacts from every single client that you help, you will never go without a client. Remember, 60% of your clients should come from already existing clients. You master this, you never run out of clients, and if you never run out of clients, your income will always be safe, secure, and steady, which is what everybody is looking for. So with that being said, guys, if you got something out of today, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. We're going to be putting out content like this every single Monday, and we want to make sure that nobody misses it, especially people that want to be successful in our industry. So tell a friend, let's get everybody subscribed, and we'll go make a big difference in the lives of other people. Talk to you soon.
Let's get it. 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 Let's get it.